Hi, everybody. This is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts and Colossal Fossils. This is a Q&A episode, so let's get started, shall we? So, Lukezilla, your question is, who would win, Carnotaurus or Sukamimus? Okay, so two carnivorous dinosaurs. One's a Spinosaur and one's a Bulbasaur. And so, they live on different continents as well, and also different kind of time period. In the Cretaceous period, Sukamimus lived a little bit lived earlier. Then Carnotaurus lived in the late Cretaceous period, so Sukamimus lived a little bit more in the early Cretaceous period. And so, because Carnotaurus is from South America and Sukamimus is from Africa. So what if they did meet in a fight? So let's just say, Sukamimus has got the length, it's got the elongated skull, it's got the bigger claws, the bigger armory, the bigger weaponry in terms of the claws, and also it's got cone-shaped teeth with no serrations. Carnotaurus has got a little bit more of a little bit heavier stocked body, but even though it could be a little bit faster than Sukamimus, it's got the longer legs. It also has a bulldog-like head, and it's got more serrated teeth, blade-like teeth in its mouth, and it's got these horns above its eyes. So who do I think would win this one? I'm gonna go with Carnotaurus on this one, even though that Sukamimus will get some slashing wounds on Carnotaurus. But the thing is, Carnotaurus has got some pretty thick skin. It's got those bony type of scutes on its back, and all Sukamimus has to do is just try to get into the underbelly of Carnotaurus and try to get some nasty wounds in there. But I think Carnotaurus's bite force would be the one that would ultimately end the fight pretty quickly. I would probably say I would lean towards 70% Carnotaurus, 30% Sukamimus. That's just my take on that. All right, Jody, your question is: were pterosaurs bipeds or quadrupeds? That's a good question. So pterosaurs, for a lot of you that don't know, pterosaurs are the flying reptiles that lived alongside dinosaurs. You may think they're dinosaurs, but they're not. They share a close relative to dinosaurs, but really are a common ancestor with dinosaurs. But they do not. But they're not really related to each other. So that sort of thing. So they're flying reptiles, and so pterosaurs. Pterosaurs. The debate right now is going on is, are pterosaurs bipeds? Could they walk on two limbs and be able to do that? Or are they quadrupeds where they walk on all fours? There are some track sites that would say is that there's some pterosaurs that are able to walk on two legs. So they're able to put their weight on their right onto their feet, their hind legs, and able to walk. But there'd be a strange kind of walk, but it would be a different kind of walk. But then there's pterosaurs that are able to walk on four limbs, so they rely on both limbs, on all four limbs, to be able to walk. Because there's track sites where you do see the finger and wing prints on certain types of track sites, pterosaurs. But the debate is still going on. I would say 60% or quadruped. Excuse me, it's 60% quadruped, 40% bipedal. It's a mixed bag right now. I think we can wait until what the evidence really tells us. But yeah. So, but from my understanding, from most pterosaur studies that I have seen, is that they're mostly going to be quadrupeds. But they can go on. They can be a biped when they have to. So, yeah, I think that's going to be the case right there. That would be the answer to that. But there's still a lot to be discovered about pterosaurs. And Benjamin, is Smilodon the biggest of all prehistoric cats? It depends. It all depends if you're talking about Smilodon populator, and then you take a look at the American lion. Now, both of these prehistoric cats are the biggest of all prehistoric cats. Now, which one is bigger? That remains to be seen. From some studies are saying that Smilodon populator is the biggest, but then there's other studies that say the American lion is the biggest. I'd say I would say the American lion is slightly heavier than Smilodon populator, so that means it's got a little bit more muscle mass. So I would probably say is that, but even though the American lion would have an edge over Smilodon populator, because it does not rely on really long canine teeth to kill its prey. It relies on pretty much bite force. And so, yeah, I'd probably say the American lion is slightly bigger than Smilodon populator. Is Megalodon the biggest of all prehistoric sharks? Yes. Megalodon would reach lengths between 50 and 60 feet. The whale shark can only get between 30 and 40 feet. So and whale sharks are harmless sharks. They're filter feeders, whereas Megalodon would have been a really scary shark to see in the ocean, in the Miocene and Pliocene epochs. So yeah, Megalodon is the biggest of all sharks. Is Giganotosaurus the biggest of all land predatory dinosaurs? It all depends on what your definition of biggest is. If it's is it the heaviest? No, it is not the heaviest. That would belong to Tyrannosaurus rex or Spinosaurus. If you're asking about length, that would be a no. That would belong to Spinosaurus. And if you're talking about height, I would probably say it's up there. It's up there in terms of being the tallest land predatory dinosaur. I could see that, but is Giganotosaurus like the heaviest or the longest? Absolutely not. And then your final question: who would win, a Rajasaurus or Sinraptor? And so Rajasaurus is, if I remember correctly, I think it is a prosauropod or a type of sauropod, and then you had Sinraptor, an Asian predatory dinosaur, which is related to, like, say, Yanchuanosaurus and also those types of dinosaurs, or type of allosaur or carnosaur, whatever you want to call it. And so Rajasaurus, I believe, has the body size, if I remember correctly. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Excuse me, I am totally wrong. Rajasaurus is a predatory dinosaur. It's a predatory dinosaur. It's a type of a belosaur. Rajasaurus is in the type of belosaur, and then you got Sinraptor. Now, Sinraptor, Sinraptor is a type of theropod that is found in Asia in the late Jurassic, and then you got Rajasaurus, which is a type of a belosaur. Excuse me, I am totally sorry, guys. I got confused with the types of the Rajasaurus, as I thought it was like a prosauropod, which is Rheosaurus. Excuse me, but yeah, Rajasaurus is a type of a belosaur. Rajasaurus, from my understanding, the holotype is only the skull. We do not have that much about Rajasaurus. Whereas, like Sinraptor, we got a few nearly complete skeletons that we know about Sinraptor, and so Rajasaurus might have the bite force, and Sinraptor would have the speed. Now, how would this determine who would win this one? That's a close one. I think that's a toss-up. I think some people would say Sinraptor because it's got the claws, and also it's a tad bit bigger than Rajasaurus. But then you got some people would say, oh, Rajasaurus because it's got the bite force, and also would have a little bit more musculature and has some scutes on its skin, like most Belosaurs would have. But I'd say it's a toss-up. Either one could win this one. And Sign Raptors from Asia, Rajasaurus, I believe, is from I think it's from either India or Africa, if I remember correctly. I can't remember. Somebody let me know in the comments where Rajasaurus has been found. I cannot remember, but Rajasaurus could be like a dinosaur that I could talk about in a special episode at some point. But yeah. But anyway, that's all the questions I got for today. So if you got any, so next week will be a special episode. I'll let you guys know what kind of prehistoric animal I'm going to talk about. I'm going to try to step away from dinosaurs on this one for a February special episode. So I'll let you guys know what kind of like prehistoric mammal, maybe a prehistoric sea moth or prehistoric reptile or amphibian. I mean, who knows? Or a fish. You'll never know. We'll find out on sometime this weekend. I'll let you guys know what kind of prehistoric I'm going to talk about. And you can still send me questions about dinosaurs or any other prehistoric life by emailing me at dinochrist71@gmail.com. Or just go to my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris. Like the page, yes, you post your questions in the comment section. Please put them in the comment section. Don't put them on Messenger. Messengers for private conversations. And so, yeah, make sure you put your questions in the comment section. And also for YouTubers out there, like the videos, just share. Like the videos, subscribe to the channel, and also share the videos and share the channel to anybody that is interested in dinosaurs and other prehistoric life. And so, yeah, and you can also stomp on that notification bell so that way you can get weekly notifications of every video that comes out. And also, feel free to put your questions in the comment section because all you YouTubers out there that actually that are subscribed to my channel and you put some questions for the Q&A episodes. You guys are awesome. You guys are putting out some pretty good questions. Keep it up. I love your questions, and those do mean a lot in those Q&A episodes. And remember, keep your questions short to the point. You can also follow me on Instagram at dino.chris.pf. I post pretty cool stuff on there. You can also follow me on Twitter at CSGRALL. It's my Twitter page. I post pretty cool stuff on there as well. Also, take care of the paper around you. Also, if you're younger people out there, make sure to listen to your parents, your teachers, and your guardians. It's the best motivation you can have. Very good education. It's very important to have a good education. It's really good education. Get a good job in the future. And also, this kind of time, please wear a mask, social distance, wash your hands because that's very important that we do that. And also, please make sure you get vaccinated because that is very important that we reduce the spread of the virus so that way we can get close to a pre-pandemic normal. And that's what we all want. And also, feel free to check out Colossal Fossils. We're a educational nonprofit that is located in Wausau, Wisconsin. But right now we're kind of hiatus in the winter, so we don't travel. But you guys can still donate to Colossal Fossils if you want. So if you go to colossalfossils.com and you hit the donation tab, just feel free to donate as much as you want. We're hoping that we can find a new place at some point for a museum in the future. And I know you guys want me to do some updates about Colossal Fossils, but right now we're not. It's not the kind of time right now to do that. But we can. But I'll let you guys know what's going to be going on, probably for this summer, and so that way you guys can check us out. And yeah, so feel free to check out Colossal Fossils, and it does mean the world to me that you're helping support Colossal Fossils, educational nonprofits. The educational nonprofit is very important to me, and I thank you guys for keeping the support to make Colossal Fossils keep going. All right, that's it for now, and I'll see you guys next time.